I am so excited to be here with Tiberius. Well, half of Tiberius right now.
3/5.
3/5, yeah.
We do maths.
Yeah, I don't, clearly. That's not my strong suit, really. I'm really excited to have you having a nice mental health conversation with me, which nice and mental health don't really usually go together, maybe, but they can. They can today.
They ought to.
Can you summarise, Tiberius, in 3 emotions?
3 emotions.
There's 3 of you. You can take one each.
Hilarity.
Okay, we're going quite... I was thinking more like base emotions, but we're going quite deep there. So probably anxiety.
Oh, really? I was going to go for joyful.
Yeah. No, but that's right. I think that's right. I think there's an element of
A mix.
I don't know what's going to happen next, and that can make you feel anxious, particularly when you're on stage and you're supposed to know what's happening next. But it's always a joyful experience.
Yeah.
And I think and for everyone involved, in the crowd and us included, it's hilarious.
There you go. Hilarity, joy, and anxiousness.
It absolutely is hilarious. I was there today. What a show.
Exactly.
If you could choose one of your songs as therapy for people to listen to, what would you go with?
For me personally, singing for company. Just because there has been times where I live in London, and at times London's pretty bloody miserable, and I've just happened to have had Sing for Company, the title track from our second album, come on, and it feels like it's very sort of fitting to whatever sort of situation you find yourself in. If you're feeling quite positive and up for the day, it's very fitting to that. If you're walking along and you're like, this is miserable, I don't know, it seems to sort of like weave its way into whatever emotion that you're feeling, and I think by the end of it you feel a bit more
Grounded?
Yeah.
I think that's actually a good shout, in part because when I wrote the lyrics, it was about how we communicate with people and how sometimes it can feel really frustrating because you try and communicate with people and it just doesn't land. So I think there's a lot of sort of reflective qualities in that song, or sort of avenues for learning in terms of learning more about how you deal with people. So I think that's interesting that you come at it from a sort of a musical perspective, whereas for me it's very much to do with the lyrics and struggling to communicate with people, and from that perspective. Do you have a wild card you want to throw in? Or
I mean, my one's straight up Mosaic.
Mosaic?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like I think I come at it from a point of view of like it's uplifting, it is against happy, it's joyful, it's very much like, oh, I'm listening to this and I can walk along and bop, and I'm like, this is fun, this is good.
You do like to walk along and bop. We're like, God, off Nick goes. That's him off to his...
No, I
a
think
funny
that's
little walk,
you.
man.
You like to walk along and bop.
Yeah,
There's a lot of this going on stage.
Yeah, that's true.
Check your step count on stage. Out of interest.
I know that would be a good shout, actually. So, guys, I saw your set before. It was absolute chaos. In the best kind of way, though. There was stuff flying above my head, balloons, like just absolute chaos. We were shouting a security guard's name at one point.
It's a bit of a sensory overload.
Yeah, but in a great way. What do you guys get out of that? But what do you think the audience get out of that as well?
Well, that specific show that we played, it was just a lot of fun, and seeing people obviously having fun as well was great. And I felt a little bit guilty that there was a lovely photographer that got a beach ball booted right in the face. So we do apologise for
But
that.
I mean, I always feel like we play shows and we are a bit worried, like, it is a lot. It is sensory overload. And but for the most part, I think that people get what we're trying to do. It's almost like there's a nuance. There's some nuance there. It's like, this is crazy, this is manic, but the heart is in the right place. The intentions are pure, and therefore, you know what, fuck it, I can lose myself for the next 30 minutes, 40 minutes, hour in whatever this chaos is, and know that when I come out, I'm still going to be in a reasonably like safe space in terms of like, it's not going to like
I'd be
completely
surprised
derail.
if anybody came to see us and didn't feel a bit more uplifted by the end of it. I'd feel sad to think that somebody's watched our set and think, well, my day has just got a little bit more miserable because of that.
I mean, I certainly felt more uplifted watching you fall over on stage.
I mean, that was
I
was
missed
comical.
that. I was wondering if there was anybody watching this who is struggling with the mental health right now, do you have a message for them?
Got to be careful what we say here. I think it's a lot of responsibility in something like that. I'd say if I can be so bold, various members of Tiberius have kind of gone through a lot of stuff over the last year in particular, but generally speaking, I don't think anyone's ever really up on their mental health, right? We go to the gym, we never stop going to the gym. No one has any qualms about that or questions that, but we're kind of like, all right, I did therapy for a month, that's me done. It's like, I do think there's definitely sort of a stigma there that probably shouldn't be, but yeah, we've, as a band, had a lot going on over the last sort of couple of years. And what I think's been really good is, oh God, it sounds so cliche, but talking to the guys and having that sort of out there in the open, because then it feels less like a taboo subject. I mean, like specifically I've been quite fortunate that a lot for me has been situational, but yeah, it's been really good to have that out in the open, even though I know that particularly Chris and Jahan, who are not here right now, will rip the shit out of me for it the moment they notice that I'm in a better mental place. Yeah. So even knowing that, I mean, that's just what we Scots do, right? It's true love if you rip the shit out of each other. That's
just going back to the whole theme of like singing for company and communication stuff. Don't ever feel like you're a hindrance in like reaching out to people and opening up the conversation of if you're struggling and why you're struggling. If there's one person that you can speak to, even if it's just like, you know, using a hotline like Samaritans or something, that it does make a massive difference. And also like whatever it is that's causing you to stress out and feel really down about, like there will be a peak that you get over, and it's not quite as bad as you think. I think a lot of people easily get bogged down and wound up and think that it's bigger than it actually is, but actually, like, you know, there's nothing, I don't think in your life that's that worth getting so down about that you feel like you can't talk to people about it. One of my side gigs, so I'm a musician and actor, but the thing that pays the bills, I'm an undertaker, and I see a lot of like people, you know, when somebody passes away, they feel like the things that they worried about before they pass probably actually wasn't that worth getting worried about. And, you know, especially when young people pass away, they get to the end of their life and they're like, fuck, I spent so much time stressing and worrying about this thing when actually, like, I had all this time that I could have spent, you know, just trying to enjoy life. And I know that's harder to do when life's difficult, but I guess what I'm saying is that nothing can't be spoken about, and nothing can't be worked through, and nothing can't be like figured out and find out a route to get you through. Sorry, that was very long-winded.
Ryan,
yes?
Living in London has fucked you up. My goodness. Also, he's an Undertaker, not the Undertaker from WWE,
sorry.
just to be
Sorry,
clear.
I was confused.
Yeah, anyone who was maybe
where's your
confused.
motorcycle? Where is it?
Do you want to add anything to that, or?
I mean, not particularly. I mean, if I was going to be succinct, I'd just say, like, you know, we should always talk about these things.
I agree with
Communication, singing for company.
Well, on that, now it's over to you guys. We need to do an on-the-spot mental health jingle.
God.
Hey, just on that note, we've got the rest of
Great
the guys
timing, great timing.
Right.
We're gonna
Ready.
wait. Fill them in first. Fill them
No,
in.
they'll just follow my lead. If you're feeling really down and you've got a bit of a frown, what you gonna do? Talk about it. Feeling really sad, you feeling really bad, what you gonna do?
Talk about it.
Yeah, Jahan's just joined. He has no idea what we're gonna do, cause that could make him really sad. Talk about it. What about you, Chris? What do you want to do?
Stay in alone and transform it into anger.
No, you're not gonna do that. That's because he wasn't part of this conversation, so he didn't know about all the mental health stuff we've been talking about. But now that he knows, he wants to talk about it. That's the best way to be.
Talk about it.
I'll ask you one more time, Chris. What you gonna do? Feeling blue?
Talk about it.
All I can tell you is that Ryan told everyone, and we've got it on camera, that he's the Undertaker.
I've never said that.
De facto.